Okay, everybody. Michael Coe, go ahead first for Coach Davis, please.
Hey, Coach, what was the mood and the attitude like in the huddle between the end of regulation and the beginning of overtime? Because that seemed like a time of the game where the team easily could have, completely collapsed, but they didn't, and instead came back and took the lead.
No, it was really good. It was really positive. One of the things that we've talked about, and specifically that we talked about today, was about our togetherness and that there are going to be ups and downs throughout the game, and our energy and our effort and our attention to detail and our will and our want to has to be done together. And so, in that huddle in between regulation and overtime, we just talked about our togetherness and that we're in a situation that if we just get stops, we execute on the defensive end, and then offensively take care of the basketball and get the shots that we want. We felt very comfortable about going into overtime, and I told them, I said, guys, would you take being in overtime on the road in the ACC? I said I'd take it, and so just to lighten the mood and get the guys to understand this is a fun experience, and this is an experience to be enjoyed, not to be feared, not to be nervous, not to be scared, but to enjoy.
Thank you.
CL Brown?
Hubert, what to you was the difference in the composure that the guys showed from previous road games, where if you would have, squandered a 10-point lead, the game kind of would have got away at that point. Like they may have just hung their heads and it would have gone the other way. But what to you did you see that was the difference in that?
Well, the difference was that was something different than what has happened in the past, and you're exactly right. In the past, when things haven't gone well for us, we couldn't do two things. One, we couldn't change it, and we couldn't stop it. Tonight, we changed it and we stopped it. And so whether it was losing a 10-point lead or turning the ball over, not playing well on this defensive possession, missing a shot here, we were able to change, and we were able to stop it in this game. And I just thought that was the big factor for us. My hope is that's our growth in being able to change and to stop when things don't go well, and put ourselves in a position to make positive plays on both ends of the floor. I thought that was the key. We did. There were times where we really messed up, but it didn't bleed to the next possession. We just moved on to the next possession. And one of the things I kept saying in the huddle: next shot, next possession, next play. Next shot, next possession, next play. Okay, so that pass is over with. Let's move forward and focus on what we have to do now. And I thought the guys did a really good job of that.
Caitlin Schmidt, go ahead.
Hey, Coach, could you just talk a little bit about the action that you saw behind the arc from Louisville, which is a team that's ranked 10 spaces behind you guys in the ACC for three-point conversions, and especially from Ellis?
Well, I mean, they've got a number of guys that can shoot the ball from three-point range. And, coming into the season, that was something that they felt like was their strength. And for whatever reason, as a team, statistically, they haven't shot the ball well. We knew that, they've got some guys when left open that, Streaky can get hot from three. I really felt like the threes that they got the most were in transition. And one of the things that I talked to the team at halftime is, like, I thought our transition defense wasn't very good. Louisville, historically, they get their points, a lot of their points in two places: one, off of turnovers, and number two, in transition. All of their guys have the green light to be able to shoot from three in transition. And so I was telling them, when we sprint back, if you sprint back to the basket, to the paint, your man is sitting out there from three. He's not going to be there. We have to find open shooters, and at times we just didn't do that very well. And when they were open, they were able to hit open threes, and they did a really good job of it.
Greg Barnes, go ahead.
Hey, Hubert, you've not had many of these games that have come down kind of to the wire, where you have the ball with 30 seconds left with a chance to win. Kind of a two-part question. One, in terms of the atmosphere being as intense as it was. Do you have to address that with the players and make sure they stay calm? And then also, could you walk us through that final play of regulation?
Well, yeah, in that situation, I mean, there was a lot of stuff going on, and there was stuff that was going on in the stands. And one of the things that I actually yelled at the guys is the action is here. I don't care what's going on in the stands. The action is us. It's on the floor. So our attention to detail, our focus, 100% has to be on us. Whatever happens in the stands happens in the stands. And so those are conversations that we had. I really think, one of the things that I said to the staff as soon as I walked into the locker room, I can't wait to watch this game. It's a great learning experience for our guys. Things that we did well that, moving forward, we're in this situation, we got to continue to do. And there were some things that we cannot do and that we have to stay away from forever in late clock situations. And I really felt like it's a good learning experience for me just to look at it and become a better coach. One of the things that we did the last shot of regulation is we wanted to get a ball screen action and wanted to give piston action where we had Armando rolling and we had Brady popping for a three. A lot of times that's confusion because you don't know if you should stay on the roll, and then now Brady's wide open on the three. I thought that RJ made a really good play. He was very aggressive, and I told him if he doesn't have the layup, who's going to be open is going to be either Armando or Brady back open for three. But if you have a layup, take it strong, be aggressive. He took it strong. I thought he was going to make the layup and win. And Withers made an unbelievable play. I don't know where he came from to his athleticism and want to be able to block that shot and send it into overtime. That was absolutely fantastic. It was a great play.
Thank you.
All right, we got time for two more with Coach Davis, Andrew, and then Adam, and then we'll get Caleb in here. Thank you.
Coach, did you guys grow a coat of armor tonight? And having gone through this and sort of come out on the other end ahead, is this the kind of thing that can really kind of elevate the confidence across the board, maybe more than what they had certainly this time a week ago?
Well, I think, I think being in these situations and being successful in these situations are a great learning experience for our guys. For a lot of them, they've never been in this situation before, especially on the road. And so to be able to be in these moments and be able to execute on both ends of the floor and to experience success, I think it's a great learning experience for our guys. But I think we've learned a lot. I'm just going to say this, like the last week and a half, I'm just so proud of them. Coming back after losing to Miami and Wake Forest and the manner in which we lost, and to say in a week and a half, in 8 days, we've won 4 games against 4 unbelievable quality opponents in conference, like that's pretty good. And so to come back, the perseverance, to stick to it, to get back to work, and for a week and a half to actually change what happened during that week with Wake Forest and Miami, and those two are unbelievable teams. I'm just really proud of the guys. CL asked the question, the biggest thing for us is, our ability to stop it and to change. And so after those 2 losses, to stop it and to change for the next 4 games, I just think that's really good. And 100% of the, praise and compliments go to all of the players.
Thank you.
All right, Adam, the last one, and we'll get Caleb.
Hubert, I have to think that Leaky has come to embody some of the composure that you saw tonight just from your entire group. I mean, would you agree with that? And I mean, he seems to be proving invaluable in a lot of different ways. The confidence to take and make these shots. Just what can you say about him? And I mean, maybe I feel like the composure he's been giving you guys.
He has. He's our most experienced player here at North Carolina. Obviously, Brady has more experience, but in terms of the most experience here in a North Carolina uniform, that's Leaky. You know, one of the things that he talked about in shoot around, as soon as we walked into the gym, he remembered when we came back here his freshman year, Louisville had, I mean, they have absolutely destroyed us at home. And then we came back. It was a good Louisville team. And we played so well on the road. And he talked about the environment and how tough you have to be in order to be successful in these situations. And he's just been our sounding board. He doesn't say a lot, but the way that he carries himself just calms RJ and Caleb down, even Armando and Brady. He's just a calming presence out there on the floor and then in the huddle. And, you know, I'm just so proud of Leaky. He's having a fantastic season. And, you know, tonight to go perfect from the field, knock down 3 threes. Everybody that was hot on the perimeter, and we switched him off. I told him the other day, I'm trying to find a way to divide him into 3 so I can put him on 3 perimeter players so that I can feel more comfortable on the defensive end. But he's just, I can't say more about him. I'm just really, really proud of him.
Thank you, Hubert.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Coach.
Last player.
All right,